All right, welcome back. Mike, I'd asked you in the break, was Duke a bad free throw shooting team? I didn't watch Duke a ton. I just know what they are and who they are. I don't think I've ever been as stunned by the last 7 seconds of a game involving, both of them are blue bloods, but Duke in particular. I just thought Duke melted down like they were a mid-major. Like they'd never been in that situation before. It's inexplainable to me.
They had 10 seconds to just get the ball over half court, get fouled, win the game.
Well, how much time was left when they inbounded?
9.8 seconds.
You don't even need to get it past midcourt.
I guess technically you're right. You don't even have
and that was my point. Yeah. My point is inbound and hold.
Yeah.
You don't need to get the ball over half court.
I can't remember. Was there a timeout before that?
No, it was off a made free throw.
Played on, but UConn or Duke had a timeout.
Duke did
that they chose to keep in their pocket.
So here's what I would do. Now maybe he's thinking I don't want to give him a chance to set up my defense off the inbound, but I'm calling the timeout, and I always go back to the Fab Five when Chris Webber calls the timeout, right?
That he didn't have.
It's always key. We get it. Boozer is really good, but he's also a freshman.
Yeah.
And sometimes the game gets fast for you. You think, you overthink, you don't think enough. And the common plays that you make routinely, when pressure ratchets it up, you start to you forget those things. All he had to you call timeout, remind him.
Yes,
hey,
guys, we do not have to get the ball past half court.
Boom.
We're going to inbound and hold. Or if you want to do a pass and chase situation where you make them chase the foul, where it does take a little bit more time, because with 10 seconds to go, if they foul immediately on the inbound and they make their two, now UConn has a situation where they have a full 9 seconds to set up and get a good three. I would rather lose it that way, Mike.
You'd rather lose any other way than how it actually
than how they lost.
That was an absolute disaster. It's the first time.
What would O'Brien do? Okay, you're at Emerson. You're in this situation. Is your coach calling a timeout? If so, why? And what is he telling you?
He would not have called the timeout.
He would have let it play.
After the make. Now, if he saw stuff not looking right, he would have called it right there on the fly.
Right.
But it does happen. So it's easy to look back and say, how do you not do it now? If Boozer, and it was the Boozer twin, not Cam, who's going to be the top 3 pick, it was the other one, who was only filling in because their starting point guard hurt his foot late in the season, and he came back and played in the last 2 games but wasn't out on the court at that time. It's an inexcusable thing. Like, just hold the ball and you win the game. Even if they call a timeout and you re-inbound it, you had less than 5 seconds when he made that pass. That means you could have just literally ran the clock out had he not got fouled. But crazy. That's what makes March Madness so much fun.
I expect to see games like that, like in the first round. Maybe like an Arizona and a UC Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
But to me, the stunning thing was the fact that it was a blue blood that was choking away a spot in the Final Four. All right, we're wrapping up our first hour on WKYC Plus. We'll see you over on the YouTube side or the KYC Plus.